The PacWest tournament is here, and Fresno Pacific is getting ready for game day. Head coach Tim Beauregard, as the Fresno Pacific Sunbirds finally know their opponent, it will be the host Point Loma Sea Lions in a 2 versus 3 matchup. But just to get here, the excitement of this journey and what it means for you guys to be here in the highest finish in program history in the D2 era.
Yeah, well, you said it. It's a journey, right? And it's been such a fun journey. I think, that's the thing with us this last stretch of, always trying to play our best basketball, but really trying to enjoy this last kind of run and trying to extend it as much as possible. Our goal really is can we win 2 games here so we can play basketball again next week and travel together and have meals together and practice together. This group just really enjoys being around each other, and so we want to extend that as much as possible. But it's been fun.
You talk about that a lot, about how so much of it is out of necessity to just be together and keep the group together. You get to honor a couple of those players, Felicia Dorva and Mason Ricks, just yesterday named first team PacWest selections, first time in program history. What does that mean and how significant is it to this program?
It's huge. We recruit a certain type of person. We care immensely about our culture, and we care about bringing in culture drivers. We understand as a coaching staff, the culture is really driven when we're out of the room, when our coaches aren't there, and it's just the team. And we've had amazing culture drivers in Mace and Fell. They are different types of leaders. Mason's everyone's first choice if you're going into, a competition. She brings in an energy and enthusiasm and excitement every single day, in every shoot around, in every practice, in every film session. Everything for her is, can I increase the capacity for my teammates to do work with my energy, with my presence? And it's been so additive for us. And then Fella is an absolute professional. Right? She shows up every single day. She expects others to do the same. Her teammates love her, want her to hold them accountable. That's one of the things that she gets highlighted so much, is how much they want her to hold them accountable and how much they appreciate her holding them to the standard that she holds herself to. And so the combination of the two of them early on this year, kind of collectively with our coaches and with everybody else, started to point at our ceiling being higher than maybe even people thought. And their belief, them coming together and allowing each other the space to lead, and then joining together when it was called for it and leading together, has been, as I'm rambling on, just amazing to watch those two, and what an honor that the coaches in our league saw that as well.
Well, you talk about culture drivers a lot, and I think it is fitting that they get rewarded for that, but they have been the backbone in a way of what you guys have been doing this year. And now it leads up to this moment where you play a conference game, a high seed, you get some rest on Thursday, looking for a Friday night game against the host.
Yeah.
What does all that mean right now, and how have you guys been preparing for this moment?
As simple as possible, not simpler. And I think that's the beauty of when you've had a good season. You're not trying to overcomplicate as it goes on. You're trying to simplify. Can we connect enough passes on offense? The more we connect passes, the higher percentage those shots become at the end of those possessions. Can we connect enough passes, be in the right place at the right time, offensively and defensively? And can we have a connection about us defensively, with our mouth, our hands, and our feet moving? That, to me, it's simple. And I think that's the fun part about right now in our season, about the challenge that we have tomorrow. And Point Loma is a big challenge, playing on their home court, coming off a good win today. They're going to be feeling really good. Is, can we impose our will? Can we play as fast as we want to play? Can we play together as we want to play? Can we try to win some of the desire skills, the sprinting of the floors, the offensive rebounds, the 50-50 balls, the things that we know make us special. And, we're getting ready to go into film and scout because we know it's Point Loma now, but we've been preparing the last couple of weeks just to play better basketball, no matter who's in front of us. And so there's a simplicity that makes it really nice right now, is that nothing's complicated. Rest, know your scout, and let's prepare for a good game tomorrow.
Let's talk just a little bit more about the challenge of Point Loma. You knew it was going to be a challenge either way with the two options that it could have been. But you had two really tough battles with Point Loma this year, about 7 days apart. Now you're coming off 2 months away from them. But both teams feel like they probably could have been 2-0. Both teams feel like they could have been 0-2, and they could have been 1-1 the other way in the way it went. What do you take from all that when you just simplify it as you talk about, and what is going to be the biggest key to knocking off Point Loma on their home floor?
Yeah, it's March basketball, so we really believe that toughness is going to play a huge part, right? What team makes the tougher passes, the tougher finishes, gets the tougher rebounds, and a lot of that has to do with enthusiasm, excitement to play, and getting shot out of a cannon, and what can you capitalize on the other team's mistake, right? Can you not make compound mistakes? This March basketball, this playoff basketball, just calls for you to play a tighter game in your mistakes and your connectivity, both offensively and defensively. So they're big. They're very physical. They know what they're trying to do on every possession. And so our job is to meet that and see if we can impose our will a little more often than they do.
Well, looking forward to it, Coach. Head Coach Tim Beauregard. The Sunbirds will take on the Point Loma Sea Lions 2 versus 3 Friday night, 5 p.m. in Golden Gymnasium.